Rep insists appeal court judgment covers Rivers 2025 budget, faults Falana. Can you imagine this issue of, what is his name, Fubara and his lawyer withdrawing their appeal case against the Martins Amewule group over the presentation of 2024 budget. They have been arguing it left, right, and center. Some are saying that that argument or that case withdrawal and Supreme Court position actually validates the speakership and the position of the 27 pro-Wike lawmakers, which is not true. Falana kept telling them it is not true, but now the reps are trying to change the narrative to say that the Supreme Court judgment has been misinterpreted by Falana, but that is not true. Okay, there is still another case at the Supreme Court challenging the legitimacy of the 27 or 26 pro-Wike lawmakers. So I don't know, but let's dive into the details to see what more the members of the House of Reps have to say. A member of the House of Representatives, Solomon Bob, has faulted a claim by Lagos lawyer Mr. Femi Falana-San that the Court of Appeal judgment in the Rivers case does not cover the 2025 budget after the Supreme Court dismissed Governor Siminalayi Fubara's appeal against the Court of Appeal judgment. Falana said the case had to do only with the expired 2024 budget. But in a statement yesterday, Bob, also a lawyer who represents the Abua Odwa and the Ahoda East Federal Constituency of the Rivers State, said the substantive appeal court judgment was all-encompassing. It cannot be all-encompassing, my friend. This person must be pro-Wike. That is why they say it's all-encompassing. It is not all-encompassing. The Supreme Court had dismissed Fubara's appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which earlier upheld the judgment of Justice Joseph Omotosho of the Federal High Court. Bob argued that Justice Omotosho's judgment delivered on January 22, 2024 touched on all the entirety of the issues at the center of the crisis. The English scenario speak. So this Bob noted include leadership and membership of the Rivers State House of Assembly and the presentation of the 2024 appropriation law or any presentation to the House of Assembly. The lawmaker alluded to one of Justice Omotosho's orders where he held an order is hereby made restraining the 11th defendant Fubara from howsoever or in whatsoever manner making any request, presentation, or nomination in Rivers State House of Assembly except to the House of Assembly under the leadership of the second plaintiff, Speaker Martins Amewule. Bob said clearly the judgment does not address the question of the 2024 budget presentation alone, but also subsequent presentation, including that of 2025, requests or nominations before the Rivers State House of Assembly. As the above order shows Mr. Falana was wrong, he was also downplaying the dire ramifications of spending without an appropriation law. He also claimed that the dismissed appeal did not touch on the question of membership of the Rivers State House of Assembly. So indeed, virtually all the reliefs sought and granted by the Federal High Court and the decision of the Court of Appeal affirmed the subsisting membership of the House of Assembly by the 27 legislators. By reason of Section 272, Section 3 of the Constitution, only the Federal High Court is vested with jurisdiction on any question of vacancy in the seats of House of Assembly. So the lawmaker insisted that Justice Omotosho's judgment with the affirming appeals remains the only decision by a court with the requisite jurisdiction to have pronounced on the status of the 27 Rivers Assembly members. So Mr. Falana insistence that they have lost their seat is outrageous. It lacks legal basis, he said. Bob averred that, contrary to Falana's opinion, Section 109, Subsection 1G of the Constitution is not self-executing, stressing that under a constitutional democracy, no law is. This is so. he stressed, because every constitutional provision is ultimately subject to judicial interpretation. So to suggest otherwise is to deny the imperative of judicial review, Bob said. So accordingly, the lawmaker insisted that Falana's position was misleading. No matter how much legal knowledge he professes, his opinion remains his personal opinion and cannot approximate to the law. Can you imagine? So this Solomon Bob is pro-Wike, obviously. I can see his position. So as Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes once famously said, the law is the prophecies of what the courts will do in fact. Can you imagine? So as the Rivers State reels under Fubara's unexampled and delinquent misrule, and the courts undo his myriad criminal misdeeds, a lawyer of Mr. Falana's prominence should at least respect their decision, not mislead the public, Bob added. Solomon Bob, I'm telling you, this guy must be working for Wike too. These are the people Wike has paid to work for him. I'm telling you. So now he's trying to tell Falana that the Supreme Court position covers everything, both 2024 budget presentation and the 2025 budget presentation. It is not true. Okay, the lawsuit that was cancelled actually was specifically for 2024 budget, and it had been cancelled. So what are you now talking about 2025 budget? As at the time the case was instituted, 2025 budget was not ready, and 2024 budget fiscal year was still rolling. So now that 2024 fiscal year has rolled out completely, and that was the premise in which the case was predicated. So why now are you trying to infer in law? There are certain inferences that doesn't hold water. So you cannot infer, because this is a statement of inference, that the position of the Supreme Court is covering 2025 budget presentation. But the whole public is saying no, including Falana. Let's get into one comment I will have here. Somebody says, Falana was right to say that the appeal expired in 2024. The money involved, approved and used to execute the job of governor to Rivers State. There is different thing in asking Fubara to render account, which is not the job of it's not the job if expired house members and if it's not the job of the expired house members, and saying present this expired budget to non-existing house members. I tell you, if these stupid fellows ever knew that this will get to this stage, they will not try it. Okay, they will not try that. The useless departure from PDP to APC has shown them colors. So please, presidency, they made the costliest mistake. Now wow, this guy not talking Osha. So the key thing here is that Solomon Bob is trying to fault Falana, but thank God it's just Solomon Bob. It's not the entire members of the House of Rep, and that case has not been adopted there because the judiciary now has precedence over that matter, not the legislators anymore. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment over Solomon Bob's position against Falana.